Hi everyone, BC here with turn 72, and we've got more site searching that found nothing, more crossbreeding, more eagles, got Lilith. That's this girl right here. She's invisible, she can fly, she can assassinate, she can do pretty much everything. Um, she even comes with a pair of buddies. I haven't actually decided how I'm going to use her. She does not have a body slot, but she's got pretty much everything else. Um, but that is something that I have now. Um, so I'll be right now. She is headed towards the Asphodel front, and I figured that I'll deploy her as a super combatant there. But I may yet change my mind. Gatewaying some frost drakes over here, so these guys are moving out. We've got 46 frost drakes, 31 fire drakes, and 24 corpse constructs. As you can tell, I haven't bothered to put them into formations yet because I'm being lazy. Okay crop of blood slaves this time around. This province in particular did not have a good number of slaves found. I think I have this guy coming to pick up slaves that we did find, which is what it is. Starting to run low on people, actually. I'm gonna need to relocate blood hunting operations to these fertile forests over here. I could also build a fort here. Let's go ahead and plan for that. And this will give me more places to recruit blood hunters out of. And this is a good blood hunting province in its own right. Same situation here. As soon as I have the money for it, I can just put a fort up. I'm good. I am still getting those guys. Speaking of which, we're casting 3 red seconds on this province here, which means I'll finally be able to enjoy these goodies. These are... they're neat. Many nations would be extremely thrilled to have them, as in they're kind of redundant. But these Grey Lords and Grey Knights are pretty glorious. Grey Knight is expensive, but its stats are super good and is sneaky and ethereal. Grey Lords are the commander version, so you pay 60 extra gold for a commander that you can then script. Oh, combat speed 30, I didn't even notice that. So definitely will want to get some of those. The Grey Knight is basically a built-in thug. Down south in Banderlog area, we're moving in on this fort here. It looks like Rigajo has sent in a bunch of eagles to claim Banderlog itself, which makes sense. So it is what it is. Let's go through the rest of my messages. Yeah. Just clearing out all this Asphodel crap. Rigajo sent in some super combatants versus this 500 pile of crap. We can look at the super combatants that they deployed. So they've got these 3 dragons, which these are unique summons of theirs. So let's start with this guy, the King of the Northern Sea. Obviously, like, these guys do not have to be super combatants. They can be army support. They can do whatever you want. They are size 4, so they're still vulnerable to being trampled by air elementals. Reinvigoration 6, first encumbrance 4. So even without casting Earth Power, which he could very well cast, he will be fatigue neutral. Helm of Acid Breath for a little bit of resistible damage. 23 prot before buffs, and quite a bit of shock resistance from all this air magic. He's spooky. Then over here, are those okay? Yeah, over here we've got the King of the Eastern Sea. The exact same loadout on him. Only cold resistant 5. Still fatigue neutral. Still turns into a dragon if he takes a lot of damage. And then the King of the Southern Sea. Again, the exact same loadout. This guy has less HP. I think it's because it's wintertime. Not sure about that. These are magic beings, so they are vulnerable to magic being specific attacks. Magic resistance relatively low at 23. And Shinyama, like AI Shinyama, just has a pile of crap. This corrosive bite, I don't actually know what corrosion does. I thought that might have been an armor piercing attack. These guys have a special paralyze attack, MR negates. The claws are fast, but they are not armor piercing. Basically, I'm looking for anything that is armor piercing because that's the only thing that could actually damage these guys. Flame burst, but that is fire, and they do all have at least some fire resistance. Got some water weirds. These guys could actually hurt the Rigajo troops, although they don't have a lot of HP, so they can also just get crushed. And then some Tengu. I don't know how this guy is not a not a smith. Okay. Yeah, so realistically, like, just by random circumstances, Shinyama has not deployed enough to actually mess with these guys. There are some things that AI Shinyama could random into that would actually make a difference, but these are not them. Alright. So now, if we look at what he's been up to, he blessed everybody. Regen, protection of the dragon. I don't even know what that does. And then he goes to fight. So with buffs, he's got Firebrand and 23 prot, which actually isn't a ton. But it does have resistance to all physical. Fatigue is well managed. Regen 20%, so he gets 11 back each turn. Animal off from the bless, because they picked it up off of a throne somewhere. And then elementals, he's at 15, 10, and 5. So a lot of fire elementals could actually also take this guy down. Look at this guy. He's only got 10% regen because he can't regen himself. He earth-powered, iron-skinned, and then fought, it looks like. So he's got a lot more prot. 14 shock resistance. Again, only 10 fire. Not that it really matters, because AI Shinyama is not going to pounce upon that weakness. anything else of note? Magic resistance 30. This guy is much more resistant to nasty magic effects. And this guy, he's also got tons of prot, tons of magic resistance, and heat aura from his shield, body flames, I mean. Only 5 shock resistance, so he is very vulnerable to lightning. Alright. We'll go ahead and watch this for a bit just to see if anything actually hurts these guys. Also, by Shinyama, or by Rugujo having 3 guys together, they keep from being fully surrounded. So you see his defense is still at 14. Part of that is from the Vine Shield effect. Part of that is from having some of the squares where he could be flanked covered. Giant-ass dinosaur. I love the giant-ass dinosaur. I'm surprised that off-script Shinyama did not cast any fire elementals. AIs tend to just bring a bunch of dudes in. What is this guy? Is that a prophet? Yeah. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, if the AI had decided to bring some Bakemono sorcerers and given them fire gems, this could have turned out a little bit differently. But as it stands, there's just no chance. Alright. Kalem attacked Rugujo. It was not very effective. I liberated this Obokte. This is over here. This little crew is continuing to wander around causing trouble. Some more one-sided battles. 45 Great Eagles. Okay, yeah, that'll crack any fort. Rugujo just had enough, it looks like. Where was this? Oh. Yeah. So this is interesting. Why does it say that there's 150 of them? One of them brought an enchanted mirror. That's funny. So there's a raiding squad of clockworks and shit here, which I don't care too much about, but it would be nice to liberate it. Maybe I'll send Igorek over there. Who knows? Alright, so I think that covers it for the battles, events, random stuff. Barbarian clans warring. Unfortunately, when this event happens, if it's on one of your forts, then the other group just automatically besieges your fort and you guaranteed lose it for a turn. Well, I guess unless your PD is enough to beat a bunch of barbarians. Got a treasure, so that's very nice. And we'll have alteration time coming up. Some dudes over here are starving. We're going to move them out towards Bolfagon. And where's the other place? Troops are starving. Cavern of... Oh no, that's the one I was just on. Okay, up here. But we are moving those drakes out as well. And all told, we will have 40 drakes here, plus another 77. So 117 drakes to just burn and or freeze all of this Asphodel crap, because that seems like it should be pretty effective. All right, and we're storming this fort here of Calem's. I'll see just how much of this we can actually get, and how much of it Rugajo ends up claiming. Oh, there's a Queen of Thunder. That's fun. All right, I think that mostly covers it for turn 72. So I will see you on turn 73.